Okay, we are back with more Please Be Happy. In the last one, we went and talked to Silver. Didn't really make a lot of progress there. I mean, we sort of did. We were like learning more about the Gumiho and their powers and how all of them have like different powers and whatnot. And so that kind of turned into a little bit of a dead end, but that's fine. And then Aspen got rejected from the publishers, which is really sad. Also, hearing all this, I've been taking a little bit of time off to from writing to let my wrist heal because I had some strains with them because of all the writing I was doing and because of my work. Like I wrote like 70 pages, I think, over the first half of November. Or it was 50. It was 50 or 70, something like that. And then because of my job and everything else, my wrist kind of just fell apart, which sucked. And I was feeling myself. I was going to wait till the new year started to get back into it, like to really give myself time to heal. But like, I think I'm gonna slowly try to get back into it. Like, I'm not gonna go hard. I'm not gonna go super hard at writing for the little tail end of December here because that's when I'm recording this. But I'm gonna do a little bit, probably like a few hundred words a week again, just to kind of get my wrist back into it without like pushing them too far. Especially since I'm now using an ergonomic mouse and keyboard, which is helping a lot. And I now sleep with a wrist brace, which is also helping a lot. And I've also been just trying to do things better so then my wrists don't like hurt as much while I do these things. You know what I mean? So I want to get back into it, but take it nice and slow. But with all that being said, let's actually get into the episode. The thing that you guys are like here for. High Tea Park with Lena. I don't remember how to pronounce the name. I'm sorry. But I was saying, like, the reason I was saying was like listening to these guys like work so hard. It's like, man, I really want to get back into writing because I loved writing so much. Like I've been grinding at like other things. Like, oh my gosh, I finally finished a huge YouTube video that I've been working on for the past like 3 weeks today. Oh my gosh, and it's like I actually like went and watched like the first little bit. I'm like, oh, this is like good. I'm liking it. And then I have plans to my plans because like just because I like it doesn't mean it's actually good. You know what I mean? But my plan is I'm gonna buy someone lunch and ask them to. I've already asked them to watch it, but I'd like to reward them. I'm gonna take them out for like a lunch or whatever they want, kind of thing, and then we're gonna watch it together. Sort of like get like a second opinion on it because I'm like I put like again like 3 weeks worth of effort into this video. Like I was literally working on it today, which was like the end of the third week of me working on it, and I finally finished it. There are still a few things that I'm like, I want them to be better, but I think are as good as I'm going to be able to get them for right now, unless I'm just gonna like agonize over it for like another week, essentially. So it's like I've still been grinding at things, even if I haven't been like working on writing and drawing that much. But like, I'm excited. I want to get back to writing. It's so much fun. Early in the afternoon, my phone buzzes as soon as I get a call. My phone buzzes as I get a call. I check it, expecting to see Juliet or Aspen, but I'm surprised and not surprised when I see that it's Lena.
Hello? I need your help. It's an emergency. What? What's wrong? Come to the park. I'll tell you
Is she gonna try and use me as a wingman to get like the one druid boy? Or was it a druid? I don't remember what he was. The call ends when Lena hangs up. I have no clue what's going on, but it sounds serious. I put on my shoes and hurry to the park as fast as I can. When I get there, I quickly spot Lena, her bright pink outfit making it
there.
easy.
What's happening? Oh, Miho. Good thing you're here. It's a disaster. Cyrus asked me to be in a play with him. A play? Wait, that's it? What do you mean, that's it? I thought you were hurt or something. You said it was an emergency. It is.
This is an
I'll have to
emergency.
give you my answer soon.
I sigh and force myself to come down to Lena's level. I was expecting to find someone was hurt, so I'm just relieved that that's not the case.
Okay, I don't get it. Why is that such a bad thing? I thought you wanted to spend time with him.
That is the issue.
I do, but that's a lot of responsibility. He wants me to play Siegfried, and he'd be the White Swan.
Wait, when you're saying Siegfried, is that the one from Norse mythology? What's the White Swan? Is that supposed to be Brynhild? I don't remember her ever being called that, but I'm like, that doesn't sound like it'd be a wrong name for her, essentially, so...
I don't know the characters, but that seems a little backwards. Are you afraid you can't do it? Sort of. I'm afraid that if something went wrong, that'd ruin any chance I have.
Oh, chill out, chill out. I mean, yeah, no, I totally get the pressure though, but chill out, girl. Seeing Lena be so nervous about something is the total opposite of what I normally expect from her. Even during the other activities we tried, she always gave it her
When do you
all.
have to give him an answer? Today! That's why it's an emergency! Whoa, can't you tell him you need longer to think about it?
No, that's not how it works. If she's gonna be in a play, she needs to know like sooner rather than later, so then they can actually work on it.
Well, it's already been a while. I thought I'd make up my mind by now, but I still haven't. What do you think I should do?
Just do it.
Hmm.
Just then, I noticed Cyrus himself walking up the path towards
There he
us.
is.
Lena turns to see him, then looks back to me with fright.
I'm out of time!
She tries to put on a cool face as Cyrus reaches the two of us.
Sorry to bug you, Lena, but have you decided yet?
Not yet. Still thinking about it, sorry!
It's already been a week.
Nuh-uh, not for another 43 minutes. Then it'll have been a week.
Both Cyrus and I just stare at her.
Can you make up your mind in the next 43 minutes?
You bet I can.
Okay, I'll just stand here.
Wait,
Do I look like I'm joking?
I can never really tell.
Has he told a joke before? Cyrus sighs.
Look, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. But I need to know so I can ask someone else. I already have someone cast for all the other main roles. It's just Siegfried and a couple extras that are left.
Finally, he looks at me.
Sorry to interrupt your conversation.
It's okay. We were just talking about you.
Wait, you know who I am?
Yeah, we've met before. We were partners at that painting class.
Huh. I was trying to remember who I was paired up with. I have the picture I made, but it didn't really help much.
Yeah, I have this magic where people forget about me after a day if I don't talk to them again.
I've had to explain this so many times by now that it feels normal to talk about it.
Really? I think I have that too, except it's not magic. How do you and Lena know each other then?
We do a vid call every day. I talk about my life and Miho talks about hers.
So far, that's only really half true, but I don't mind.
Say, Miho, right? How would you feel about being a tree?
A tree.
Yeah, in the play, I mean. There's still a couple small parts like that I need to fill.
Oh,
That'd be fun. We should do it. I loved being in plays. We should do it.
you do it. I'll
Lena's
do it.
face lights up with excitement.
Wait.
My immediate reaction is to say no. Being up on a stage in front of people is still a lot for me, no matter how much better I've gotten at talking. But it seems like it would be helping out Lena and Cyrus
What
too.
would I have to do?
Stand there. Haven't you seen a tree before?
That's it.
That's it?
I sigh the heaviest sigh of relief of my life. I hope I don't regret this.
Fine.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to skip over it. Oh, I guess she still said it. Both of them perk up and I see an actual smile on Cyrus's face for maybe the first time
I
ever.
appreciate it.
We're gonna be great. You're gonna be the best tree in the play.
Rehearsal starts soon. I'll send you both the info. I guess I'll need to talk to you every day too, right?
Yeah, otherwise you'd have to ask me every time. Oh, let's make a group chat.
Lena instantly pulls out her phone and
I'm
starts
not
tapping.
sure.
Done.
I feel my phone shake in my pocket and I see Cyrus check
I
his as
guess
well.
that works. Anyway, thanks, both of you. See you at rehearsal.
See ya.
I hope that we actually get to like do the play. That'd be so much fun. I hope it's not just a thing of like, yeah, the play happened and then it ended. Bye, sort of thing. I hope it actually like
Bye.
happens. Cyrus takes off, leaving Lena and I by ourselves.
Thanks as well. I feel a lot better having someone else I know be there. No prob. Although, I'm not so sure about being in front of a crowd. Plus, All the other actors will forget who I am unless I talk to them too. Maybe we can make a really big group chat. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine if you're just gonna be an extra. It'd be a bigger problem if you were gonna have a speaking role.
Yeah, that'd be a nightmare.
Yeah, that's true. Have you ever been in a play before? Not since I was in school, but I know the story and the part, so it should be okay. Now that I've decided, I'm gonna do my best.
Now she seems more like the Lena I know, fiery and full of energy. That was a surprisingly easy emergency
In fact,
to deal
I'm gonna
with.
go start practicing. See you soon.
I wave goodbye as Lena leaves. I'm not entirely sure what I've gotten myself into, but I guess I'll find out soon enough. Not long after the sun went down, it started to get pretty cold. Clouds came in out of nowhere, and so did the wind. I find myself sitting in the windowsill looking out before I go to sleep for the night. It's cozy in here, and I have plenty of extra blankets if I need them. My breath fogs up the window, but the cold stays on the other side. Up on Mount Victoria. Up on Mount Victoria, though. I'm sorry, I'm struggling so hard to read this right now. Ugh. Up on Mount Victoria, though, in the trees and valleys, it must be miserable out there. I wonder where Silver is, and how she deals with the rain. Does she make a hole and burrow underground like I used to? Or maybe she finds somewhere dry to sneak into, like an empty shed or abandoned house. She's rude and abrasive and hasn't said a single nice thing to me. I hope she's safe anyway. As the only other Gumiho I've met, I can't help but care about her just a little. I doubt she feels the same way about me, but that's okay. I wouldn't either in her shoes. Still, I don't know how it feels to be stuck out in the. I know how. Still, I know how fat. I'm so sorry. Still, I know how bad it feels to be stuck out in the cold, with everything turning into mud around you, or shivering under a tree that blocks most, but not all of the rain. Or shivering under a tree that blocks most, but not all of the rain. I'm doing so bad. Wherever she is, I hope she's warm and dry. I wonder if that's the first time someone's wished that for her. Well, probably everyone else just forgets about it. I mean, actually, no, she doesn't have that issue. Never mind. What a weird power. Because if they all have different stuff, granted, we didn't actually figure out what Silver's was, so maybe it's other stuff similar-ish, like in the vein of that affects like a wide array of people in a way. The next day, the rain has stopped, but it's still gross and wet outside. Dreary, as Aspen puts it. For some reason, I kept wanting to say deary, but then my brain would like auto-correct it like the right way of saying it, but then my brain would also be like, well, I'm saying it wrong. Dreary, as Aspen put it. Still, it's as busy a day as ever. Still, it's as busy a day as I've ever seen at the library. My main job is stopping people at the door and getting them to wipe off the mud from their shoes before they go in. I care a lot about it because my secondary job is cleaning up mud off the carpet. The door swings open and a big cyclops stomps in, looking around.
To the library. Wipe your feet before you come in.
Pardon? I won't be here long. I don't mean to get in your way. I'm just looking for a friend.
Who's
Oh,
your
I love his
friend?
voice.
Oh, no one. I'm sure he'd said he'll be here, but I don't see him. I'll try again later.
Oh, okay. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. And I do apologize if I got any dirt on your floor.
He's so nice. Apologizing all the way back out the door, the Cyclops leaves as quickly as he came. The door stays shut, which gives me a minute to find some fresh towels and rags. Once the entryway is as tidy as I can get it, I sit down behind the desk to work on my reading and writing. It isn't long before the door swings open again, but it shuts before anyone enters. I can hear grumbling from outside.
Please hold the door. I'm protecting the notebook. You get the door. Here, let me.
Oh? The door pops open one more time and 3 kids in matching uniforms trudge in. 2 of them, including one carrying a notebook who must be Pippa, look around in awe while the other girl approaches
My
me.
name's Cello. My friends and I are here in New Zealand for a class trip, and we're supposed to research and put together a project on a special place in Wellington.
Oh? Mount Victoria. Easy peasy. Got it.
We were hoping you might have some suggestions for where to start.
Mount Victoria. Got it. That's what I already said. Come on.
Hey, I'm Miho. But, I'm not the best person to ask, really. I've only lived here for a couple months. But I know a couple people who might be able to help. One of them's at work right now. The other one also lives here at the library. She's asleep right now.
So not a lot of help. Thanks, Miho. Good job. Good job. Good job.
She lives here?
And did you say also? Armand, Pippa, please. I'm sorry my two friends don't know how to not be so nosy.
It's fine, it's fine. Julie, she's the one who owns this place. And I both live here. I have a room upstairs.
Oh, I was popping my fingers. Hang on. Sorry.
Too good to be true. Think about it. You'd have all kinds of books around for inspiration.
Game, are you
Or
gonna go
just
on?
reading.
Game, hello?
It'd be impossible to get bored in a place like this.
You'd be surprised. But you guys aren't the first ones to say that.
Is it alright if we look around?
No!
It's a
Kicks him
library,
out.
you know. They're meant for looking around.
It's still polite to ask.
Yep, it's fine. Let me know if you need help finding anything.
We will. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
They're so polite. Oh my gosh. The noisy pair heads off to browse the books. Although they seem like carefree kids, I can tell that they're handling the books with respect, as Juliet would say. The third girl, did she name her, say her name was Cello or Cello? Cello stands by the desk.
Ms. Miho, since you're new here, would it be alright if I asked you a few questions about your experiences?
No, kicks her out. She also has a notebook with her. Although it's smaller than Pippa's, it reminds me of the ones Aspen always
Sure,
carries with
I
her.
don't mind. But like I said, I don't know much about Wellington or New Zealand at all.
That's okay. It's why I wanted to ask. I also haven't lived in Amarina for very long. I'm not even from the underworld.
What? 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 Why are we talking about the underworld now? What the freak? She said Amarina. I was like, that's not somewhere I've never heard of before. I kind of want to look that up. And then she says, I'm not even from the underworld. Are we in the underworld? We're in New Zealand. I don't think New Zealand's in the What are we talking? What is this world? Listen. I think that might be like, I've talked about like how I like the soft world building it does, where it like slowly feeds you little bits of information, you know, slowly over time. But now I'm at the point of like, I think I just need an exposition dump. I just need someone to sit down and explain all of the things to me about this world. What is it? Why are there all the monsters here? Like, why does everyone know about them? Why are we talking about
My
the
family and I just
underworld?
moved there, so I don't know it the same way Armand and Pippa do. I hope that didn't sound weird.
I know what you mean. Don't worry. I'm not from the underworld either. Go ahead. Ask away.
Thank you.
The underworld. She takes a seat in one of the chairs near me, tail curling around one of the legs.
Anything you wish you'd known before you came here?
Looking out the window, I can
Never
see my
figured out
answer.
How rainy it was going to be. I wasn't prepared for it at first.
Do you not like the rain? I love it. It reminds me of being home in the ocean.
She flaps her tail
It should rain
enthusiastically.
every day. That was one of the hardest things to get used to when my family moved on shore to Amarina. It's so dry, even with the canals. Is there anything that makes this city different from others you've been to? Or anything you miss?
It's hard to say. I've made more friends than I have anywhere else. Maybe it's something about the people. Everyone I've met has been really friendly. So, there's not too much that I don't have here.
Oh, that's good to know. It's not always easy for me to talk to people, so I've been worried about doing this report.
I'm the same way. I think you're doing just fine.
Thanks, Ms. Miho. Did you ever have a project like this when you were in school?
Well... I didn't really go to school, so to speak.
Were you homeschooled?
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I see. I just have one more question. Do you have a favorite place in Wellington so far?
My favorite place...
I'm going to say she's either going to say the library. I was going to say Aspen's house, but she's like only been there one time. So I feel like it'd be like a place that like means more to them. Like maybe like the Bell House or something. I don't know. Or would she say Mount Victoria? I don't know. Probably not. Oh! Look, I guessed all of them. Ooh. I kind of want to hit this with a little save spot right now. Return. Where is my I really do like the library. Like, I love libraries. I love the look of this place. It's great. And this is where we spend most of our time with Juliet and Aspen anyways, so I kind of want to say here, but I'm like, it's just weird that this is like one of the few times it's giving me like a choice. I'm like, how much significance does this have to how things will play out? I think I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna say the Bell House.
The Bell House. I have a friend who works there, actually. The drinks they make are good, and it's a nice place to relax.
That does sound really nice. I think it's hard to feel like you belong somewhere until you find a special place for yourself.
After writing down all my answers, Cello puts down her pen.
No matter what, it's going to be hard for us to write if we don't see anything for ourselves. Thanks for answering all my questions. We're going to be here all week, so we'll probably come back with more.
Anytime. Good luck with your project.
Thank you. I'll go make sure my friends aren't causing any problems either.
Thanks. They're not, luckily. They're not, luckily. And after a while, all 30 of them leave the library again. I was going to say we should end the episode, but I'm probably not going to record another one tonight, so I'm going to keep going with this for a little bit longer. Later that day, while I'm working on my writing worksheets, the door opens and I glance up to see another kid entering the library. This time it's Tommy, who's accompanied by his dad.
See any cool bugs lately? No, don't think so. Have you? Yeah, I saw a hoo-hoo beetle. I couldn't catch it, though.
A hoo-hoo beetle is the funnest name for an insect
really
ever.
neat.
I don't even know what that is. Hey, same.
So you're the famous Miho I keep hearing about, huh?
Oh my gosh, I forgot that I love his voice. Oh my gosh.
I'm Miho. I don't know about famous.
You're a legend in our households, that's for sure. I've heard all about you from Tommy and Gwen. I'm Elijah, by the way.
Well, you already know who I am. We've met before, though.
Have we? I hear that's easy to forget.
Tommy waves a hand to get our attention before we start talking too much.
Spiders again. Bye.
Don't cause any trouble now, okay? And don't touch anything that's gonna bite you back.
I don't know how many bugs could be left in the library at this point, but I don't stop Tommy. I know he's pretty harmless and that I don't need to worry about him. Once Tommy and Gerby leave, I turn my attention back to Elijah.
We met each other a while ago at the Botanic Garden. I caught a bug by accident and Tommy wanted it.
Oh, so that was you, was it? I was trying to remember who we were with. So wait, that means that you're the one who can see Tommy's friend Gerby, right?
Yep. I can see him right now with Tommy.
The Fabled is next to Tommy like always, helping him search for their 8-legged prey. When he hears me say his name, he gives me a jolly wave like Tommy did. Although Elijah's staring at the same spot I am, I can tell that all he sees is an empty space. Elijah pulls out a pen and notebook from his pocket, just like I've seen Aspen do. He clicks the pen into writing mode.
If you don't mind.
He's got a white face and body with purple flower petals on his head and shoulders. And some green leaves for his hair? He has eyes but not a mouth. And he floats.
Nodding, Elijah writes down everything I said.
Tommy described him. Wow.
Why didn't you think he was real? There's all kinds of fabled, you know?
Oh, I know. It's just... Did you have an imaginary friend when you were younger?
No.
Well, I did.
I shake my head.
And Tommy's the kind of boy who would have one too. Not that Gwen and I thought that was a bad thing, of course, but since no one else could see him, we thought he was just pretend. Hearing he's real is still a shock.
Across the room from us, Tommy's creeping around on tiptoes. Derby floats high above, using his aerial position to get a better view.
Real glad. In fact, that's why I'm here. I want to try and see if I can find anything in the books about a fabled like him. Not sure why you're able to see him either. Other fabled haven't been able to. You're the first person I've ever met who can.
That's weird. I didn't even think about that. The fact that there are other fables in the world, and the fact that no one else has been like, yeah, I can see Gerby too, but Miho can.
Unless I forgot.
He
them
frowns.
too. I need to write that down.
Elijah's pen scratches against the paper. In the quiet library, I can hear the sound clearly. Elijah seems pretty casual and relaxed, and so I feel like I can ask him a question that's been weighing on my mind. One that I know isn't exactly polite to ask.
Can I ask you something?
I'm an open book.
Why are you and Gwen getting divorced? I mean, I've talked to both of you, and you seem like you get along.
The scratching abruptly stops. He taps the pen against the edge of his notebook a couple times while he chews on his tongue.
Just change. Sometimes in different ways. Oh, don't get me wrong, she's still one of the best people I know. We're just better off not being together. It hurts, but if we'd stayed married, it just would have hurt more. Eventually, you have to rip that bandage off. It's for the best for all three of us. I mean, Gwen works her butt off for him too. Me and her both still have the same goal, and that's to do right by our kid.
That seems rough for Tommy.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. We're all still getting used to it, I think. You know what they say about time healing wounds? Well, I'm glad he's got a friend after all. Thanks for letting him play here too. I hope he's not too much trouble.
Nah, if he was, I wouldn't let him come back.
I'd kill him on the spot. Ha ha ha. Elijah laughs.
That's good to know. I'm gonna go get a start on that research. With any luck, you'll see me again soon with a few books to check out.
Good luck.
So many of the people I know do research. I never realized that was such a popular hobby. After a while, Elijah returns to the desk like he promised, with a couple of books in hand. One of them is so thick even Aspen would think twice about trying to read it.
Through these, but they seem promising. So I'll take them home and have a look. I managed to find a picture of another fabled who looks kind of like what you were describing. It seems like they're not from the underworld, so there's not a whole lot known about them.
What's the difference between a fable that comes from the underworld and one that doesn't? I don't understand.
Keep in touch. Gwen tells me that's the way to not forget you.
Sure, that's fine. Just call me in the morning or night.
I'm already swapping numbers with a lot more people than I expected. Probably more than Juliet herself even expected. This time, as all of them leave, Gerby comes over and lands on the desk in front of me. He waves his petals at me before spinning in a circle like a top. He then bows and hurries off after Tommy.
Somewhere else.
Gerby may be a mystery, but for Tommy's sake, I'm glad he's around. Hello? What happened? Oh.
To ourselves, finally. This has been one of the busiest
Oh.
weeks of my life.
And that's what I'm leaving off on, is us having the whole day to ourselves. Oh gosh darn it. Oh, wait, a whole day to ourselves finally. This has been one of the busiest weeks. Oh, she said weeks. I thought she said days, and then I got confused. I confused myself. But yeah, no, I'm gonna have to end it there. There's still a few other things that I want to get to tonight. Maybe I could do one more. Well, now my dog's barking, so I should probably go take care of that. But with all that being said, I'll see all you beautiful people in the next one. Bye-bye.